Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. Shot, 17.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's Howard, looking to throw on second down.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Chiefs still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
Back to throw again.
Out left to Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was late. He earned a little bit of attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw as well.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Howard. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Following the interception, Mayfield out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Howard now to throw on second down. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, all season long right there.
And you know what's really exciting about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who can tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the 27, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Big loss of 4 yards on the play. And then we're facing a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're good with the completion. Maybe not so good with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30.
And Malik Reed there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Opposite. 3.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Howard to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
"51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixing up the middle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hey, 133.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, one. Corner right.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Howard off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half. Trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage. On these all-important snaps, he certainly looks dialed in right now.
On third down, Mayfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mayfield on first down. Finding Ertz again. It's a room to maneuver. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. It's Mixon on the counter. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Mixon on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw is Howard. To throw again. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going to try and throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's Howard on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Third and long for Mayfield. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situation. Down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
Howard now, looking to throw on second down. And quickly into the hands of Waller.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Howard. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Howard. Off play action. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And this offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
50 carries.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Right? Striker, 3-3. 17.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Howard. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Howard on 1st and 10. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive.
97.
Off play action. Howard. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next game and all but put things to bed. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be taken at the 10. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On the ball. On the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Come on, 38. 52.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The old blue. Red, cycle. Blue, yellow. Red.
Looking to throw. Howard. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Back to throw. Howard. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. This goes out wide from Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play on this ball game. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on.